parliamentarians from the Central African sub-region, representing parliamentarians of member countries of the network of parliamentarians for the sustainable management of Central African forest ecosystems, REPA, present in Brazzaville for the first international conference on afforestation and reforestation intended for forestry revitalization to be held from the 2nd to the 5th of July 2024. Bearing in mind the commitment of the international community to sustainably manage our environment as endorsed in the Rio Declaration in 1992, considering the relevant international instruments, including the United Nations Strategic Plan on Forests 2017 to 2030, the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development, and the Africa 2030 Agenda 2063 of the African Union, referring on the one hand to the Yaoundé Declaration of the 17th of March 1999 of the heads of state of Central Africa on the conservation and sustainable management of Central African forests, then to Resolution 54/214 of the 1st of February 2000, by which the General Assembly of the United Nations endorsed the Yaoundé Declaration and invited the international community to support the conservation and sustainable management efforts of the countries of the Congo Basin, having regard to the COMIFA Treaty and the strategic priorities of its convergence plan, recognizing that climate change is the greatest challenge facing humanity and an unprecedented threat to life on Earth, aware of the crucial role of planted forests and how it is in mitigating global warming and resilience to climate change, aware further that the expansion of global forest coverage through the promotion of forest and agroforestry plantations represent a nature-based, low-cost and complementary solutions to the contribution of national forests, considering that the Paris Climate Agreement provides a favorable framework to support global commitment to nature-based solutions, considering the international initiatives to support the global commitment to restoration, including the Bond Challenge, which aims to reforest 350 million hectares by the year 2030, the commitments made at the 16th Conference of the Paris-Glasgow in 2021 on the regression, afforestation, land degradation and land use, and the African Forest Landscape Restoration Initiative, AFR 100, whose objective is to restore 100 million acres of deforested and degraded landscapes in Africa, welcoming, on the one hand, the decision of the international community to establish a world decade of forestry, following the initiative of His Excellency Denis Sassou Nguesso, President of the Republic of Congo, at the 27th Conference of the Paris to the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change in 2022 in Sharm el-Sheikh, Egypt, and on the other, the outcome of the 36th session of the Heads of State of the African Union, held from 17th to 18th February 2023 in Addis Ababa, establishing the period 2023 to 2033 as the African and World Decade for Forestry, aware of the role of member parliaments in boosting the dynamics of afforestation and reforestation, including through legislative guidance, political control of governments, and parliamentary diplomacy, recalling that REPA supports initiatives aimed at restructuring and increasing forest coverage, a commitment that resulted in the establishment of a green belt around N'Djamena to combat the drought of Lake Chad and the creation of tree planting sites in member countries, including interparliamentary meetings, recalls the Libreville Declaration on Parliamentarians' Diplomacy on Sustainable Forest Management, from organic agriculture to food nutritional security in Central Africa, as formulated at the outcome of the 3rd International Conference of Parliaments on Sustainable Management of the Forest Ecosystems of Central Africa, held in Libreville from the 27th to the 28th February 2023. Let us take this opportunity to express our deep gratitude and respectful consideration to the President of the Republic of the Congo, His Excellency Denis Sassou Nguesso, for the joyful initiative to organize this first international conference on deforestation and reforestation in the Congolese land. We would like to reassure him of our readiness to work actively through effective parliamentary action with a view to fulfilling his commitment. We call on the international community to strengthen efforts to effectively implement the timely decisions of the Bond Challenge, AFR 100, and similar initiatives. Call on donors, development partners, and other stakeholders to strengthen their support for forestation and reforestation, including by supporting capacity building and parliamentary advocacy. Done in Brazzaville, this 2nd day of July, 2024. Thank you for your keen attention.